All right. Welcome back to another episode of my movie review series, episode 475. Now, last week I said that time to I put this off long enough, and it's time to have the most excellent adventure. Here we are, man. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, 1989. Yeah, I tell you. Yeah, interesting enough, with Ballerina being out in theaters now, let's talk about the movie that Keanu Reeves in before he became Keanu Reeves. Yeah, Keanu Reeves, Alex Winter, um, the late great George Carlin, just name a few, but man, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. This movie, man, this movie is so much fun to watch, man. I said that about a lot of movies I reviewed lately, but yeah, this movie is most definitely most fun. It is most definitely very fun to watch. I mean, yeah, you got these guys, these these not so smart guys. Yeah, they have to pass their history report, otherwise, society in the future will be in huge disarray. But yeah, speaking of the future, what is it, 2688? You know, a nice, clean, dystopian future. I mean, everything is clean. Even the dirt is clean. So yeah, a nice, clean, dystopian future. You know, brought together by the power of music. And whose music brought this future together? The music of Bill S. Preston, Esquire, and Ted Theodore Logan. Together, they are Wild Stallions! So yeah, the music of Wild Stallions brought the entire world together. And yeah, these guys, Bill and Ted, they're they're our society's saviors. But you don't see them being much of a savior here because these guys, they just dim with it, you know. This is how they start, and eventually we'll see how they continued or ended or whatever, however the meme says. Speaking of meme, you know about the Keanu Reeves being sad Keanu. Well, the other meme, well, you see that look on his face, young Keanu Reeves, that look on his face, I think it was that one. But yeah, but yeah, I tell you, yeah, that meme came from this movie. When they were in medieval times, and they was being chased by these knights. They were trying to get the phone booth, the time machine in the shape of a phone booth. They were trying to get that working. So yeah, Bill's punching in he trying to punch in the number, I guess. He trying to punch in the code, and yeah, the knights are coming, and Ted, he just Bill, you know, that freeze frame, and that became the legendary meme that everybody know. Besides sad Keanu, so yeah, so yeah, yeah, Ted he punching in, yeah, we got one, let's go. So yeah, then they get in the phone booth and they go back to well, they go forward into the future, But yeah, here's the thing though. Yeah, they gotta pass their history report, so they use this time machine to get their studying going. So yeah, they kidnap every single historical figure, Napoleon, Joan of Arc, Socrates, Billy the Kid, and then they decide to go for some extra credit. So they got Sigmund Freud, they got Genghis Khan, they got Well, they got Joan of Arc for the extra credit, but yeah, they got uh, Beethoven. You know, they got a whole bunch of these other historical figures to help them pass their history report. And the report was how they today would view San Dimas. So yeah, they took them to the mall and they well, let's just say that the historical figures had quite the time of their life at the mall. Joan of Arc. She led a aerobics class. She took over the aerobics class. Genghis Khan was at the sporting goods store, going crazy on every single uh, weapon, every single weapon he got his hands on. Beethoven, he was over at the entertainment store trying out the electronic keyboards that is much more different than what he is usually used to playing. And yeah, I tell you. Oh yeah, they kidnapped the president also. Not just any president, but the president, Abraham Lincoln. So so yeah, so yeah, once everybody got apprehended, Sigmund Freud, the famous lawyer, he tried to explain to himself that he is Sigmund Freud. Abraham Lincoln, the greatest president of all time, tried to convince that try to convince the police that he is Abraham Lincoln. I mean, yeah, things are not exactly going very, very well for these guys. So yeah, they all get locked up. So yeah, Bill and Ted, they had to break the historical figures out of jail. They brought them back to the school, which is already in the assembly, and they did the history report. And man, I tell you, the presentation that they gave in this history report, it was a damn rock concert. Lights, the music. Yeah, they come out doing their thing. Yeah, they give the history report. Each figure do they do their thing. But then but then Abraham Lincoln himself, he came out, gave his Gettysburg like speech, and yeah, everybody they listened. And when Lincoln talked, you know, told everyone to in in the same in his time to be excellent to each other and party on, dudes. Yeah. Oh my God, that was the winner right there. Everybody, standing ovation, and yeah, Bill and Ted, they passed their history exam. But then, what next? What next after that? Well, they passed the history exam, but still, their band is not the band as in just them two. They're still the same guys. They still can't play. So yeah, what do they do next? That's where Rufus comes in. He get them their new instruments. This will help them with their band. And the two babes, the two princesses that Bill and Ted had rescued. Well, they met. They didn't rescue them yet, but they met them in past England. So yeah, Rufus, he rescued them from marrying those two ugly dudes. So yeah, he rescued them, took them to the mall, introduce them to credit cards, and yeah, they're now new additions to the band. So yeah, Rufus, asked if he can jam with them, and yeah, he can shred on the guitar. Too bad Bill and Ted couldn't, but they do get better. So yeah, this movie is so cool though. It's so cool to watch, man. I love it. I love it. You know, me and my brother used to watch it a lot long time ago. Oh, we'll still watch it. So yeah, great stuff, man. Great stuff to come out this thing. And yeah, I tell you, this movie is 100%. Most definitely. Guess my rating. It's 100%. 5 out of 5. Bill and Ted, excellent adventure. I put it off long enough. I almost did it last month, but Weird Science was calling my name, so I shifted from May to June. Here we are. I did it. You're welcome. Next week, next week is Back in the Darkness, man. Back into the shadows. Another horror review next week. Yeah, this little girl killed her sister. Little sister or big sister? I think it was a little sister. This little girl killed her sister, and yeah, a lot of trouble gonna be coming after that. So you keep it locked right here for that. Check out my other shit right here. Subscribe to me right here. But in the meantime, in between time, you know, it being Pride Month, everybody out there should most definitely take Bill and Ted's advice. And not just for Pride Month, but for any month of this year and any year after that, to be excellent to each other. And this show is